Welcome everybody. Tina, Marlon, Depesh, and Haley welcome you to the Hamilton Health Sciences Funding Database Animation.
At Hamilton Health Sciences, Dr. Yang is visibly stressed. He can't find the funding needed for his research, and without funding, he can't continue his research.
This can't be all the funding available to me. I've been on the spreadsheet every day and I can never find any funding opportunities that pertain to me and my field of interest. I can't get this to work. This always happens. Why is it so difficult to find funding? There has to be a better way.
While there is limited research on the benefits of funding databases, many researchers and organizations can agree that funding plays an important factor in the progression of a project. Over the past decade alone, we have seen advances in areas such as gene and cancer therapy and the benefits of this research has had. Moving into the future, as we battle medical issues such as antibiotic resistance, re-emerging infectious diseases, and the neurological diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, funding is necessary. From the limited research that was found, two main points can be drawn regarding the need for research. Funding is one of the main determinants of scientific activity and creation of evidence-based practice, as well as networking and collaboration is of importance when it comes to the progression of research innovation. At Hamilton Health Sciences, the Research Development and Innovation team is responsible for the organization of these funds, as well as notifying prospective researchers about funding opportunities. This is critical to the conduction of rigorous research studies that will aid in the production of evidence-based practice. This will ultimately lead to better treatment practices from clinicians and improved quality of health for the Hamilton community. Currently, Hamilton Health Sciences uses an Excel spreadsheet to post all potential research funding opportunities. Opportunities are searched for manually and uploaded onto the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet shows the funding agency a brief description of the requirements to be eligible to apply, the amount, timeline, and a link to the opportunity. Additionally, Hamilton Health Sciences is subscribed to Rhodes from McMaster University. This funding opportunity bulletin is updated bi-weekly. Opportunities from this bulletin are also added to the spreadsheet.
Having someone manually update the spreadsheet is not efficient, and the current spreadsheet is difficult for me to navigate. The key issues that the Hamilton Health Sciences Research, Development, and Innovation team are facing are time efficiency, cost, and usability. The three proposed alternatives are introducing the Pivot database, Excel VBA, and building a new system. But which alternative can mitigate the three issues most effectively?
I can help you, Dr. Yang. Pivot is used by many organizations around the world, including many universities in Canada. It is an international database with funding and publication opportunities. You simply search for the research you are interested in and can find funding available to you. This database filters through based on your research interests and provides all the opportunities you are eligible for. Additionally, internal funding opportunities can be added to the database for an organization so researchers do not have to look in multiple places for opportunities. This alternative is easy to use and implement and does not involve additional costly labor. Another alternative is optimizing Excel through Visual Basic for applications. This is a programming language which allows users to conveniently create scripts as well as record scripts from the standard Excel interface. By doing so, users have access to an abundant number of scripts that allow them to automate tedious work such as updating databases. The automation of updating databases is a complex procedure, and there are steps that need to be followed. Whether the code is written by the user or recorded through the macros from Excel, it must be stored within a VBA module which acts as a container for code. Once the code is stored, the user is able to run the macro and the database will update accordingly. Another option for Hamilton Health Sciences is the implementation of a new search database. Many universities and other organizations have used search databases to filter through research opportunities based on a researcher's eligibility and field of interest. This could be an interesting alternative to the Excel spreadsheet because users would be able to go through opportunities easier and find something they could potentially apply for. Disadvantages to this would be that this alternative still requires someone to add opportunities to the system, and the build and maintenance of the system could be costly.
Looking at these three alternatives, they can be placed on a decision matrix. This looks at three specific criteria: cost, labor involved, and the usability for researchers and other users. Based on these factors, they will be each given a weight, with cost weighing the lowest, followed by labor involved and usability respectively.
Based on these criteria and weights, each alternative was ranked from 1 to 3 on this matrix, with 3 meaning the alternative will address the criteria the best, and 1 meaning it will most likely not address the criteria. As you can see, Pivot ranked the highest among the 3 alternatives, and therefore is the alternative that Hamilton Health Sciences should implement.
Have you heard?
Heard what?
Beginning in January, we'll have a new database to find funding for our research. Gone are the days of searching through an outdated Excel spreadsheet.
What do you mean?
HHS is implementing Pivot, a funding database that will really help our research get off the ground and obtain funding.
How exactly does Pivot work?
I'll teach you all about it.
Scholarly profiles via the Pivot Funding Advisor. A powerful advanced search mode and the keyword search option make it easy to find the most relevant funding as well as track, save, and share opportunities. Claiming and keeping your Pivot profile up to date gives your scholarly work greater exposure, while strengthening.
Wow, this is amazing. I can't wait to see what funding opportunities are available to me now.
Many months later.
The implementation of Pivot has allowed managers to track the usage and activity stats of users using Pivot's multidimensional reporting functions. They can see monthly reports of page visits and views of our researchers. These researchers' current active list of funding opportunities has given the organization the ability to include additional funding notes. These reports show that researchers at HHS is currently finding the implementation of Pivot to be highly useful for their workflow, allowing them ease of access to funding opportunities specific to their needs through the personalization features in Pivot.